Hey, what's up? It's Izzy from I Do the Most channel. I have some replays from YGO Pro. Now, this is the 2017 version. When I clicked on the Discord link, I thought that this was the updated version with all of the link monsters and updated cards in the game. But even so, I could still have fun on this because this is the era that I'm more comfortable in anyway. I still haven't had any time to practice with the link monsters, which is why I wanted to try that out. But I guess I'll try again in the future and see if I can get that one. But for now, let's go over some of the replays that I've had with my decks. A lot of the decks that I'm using are running with a bunch of the cards that I've had on my favorite card lists. So it's very unconventional, but that's what makes it fun because every game is different. It's just not, the same thing every game. I'm not relying on one or two combos in order for everything else to kick off. But there are some power plays to be had. All right, let's check out this first one. I'm not sure where I'm at. There we go. That's not me. I don't know why it keeps switching. All right, so this is a pendulum player. I'm not sure how this match went, so this is going to be like a reminder for me. This guy, when you destroy two wind monsters to special summon him, you can banish 4 cards from the top of your opponent's deck, which could really fuck them up, especially if they're combo oriented and they have pieces that they can't afford to lose. Or, sometimes it can just come out to deck out if they're going for super consistency. They're usually just milling through their deck, and 4 cards from that and some of the other cards that I have that can take cards from the deck. So like I like to attack people from multiple different angles. Also, if it's destroyed by a card effect, you can add one non-wind worm type monster from your deck to your hand. So I added the level 5 Ignis Heat, which every time a card effect is activated, he gets to add or activate a continuous True Draco spell from the deck. Now, why I did that right there was because he was attacking into my monster, and that cuts all of his monster's attack in half. That doesn't apply to Utopia the Lightning, but once he uses his effect. But as far as the other ones, now they can't get over my monsters, and it just so happened I was able to get rid of my trap to blow up his lightning, which was the big threat at that moment. And I guess Regeki was where he just ran out of materials. That's one thing I hate about pendulums. They keep recycling everything that they have like constantly. So it's like it's just a battle of who can out resource who sometimes. All right, let's check out the second one. This battle was against dragons. It's like the Blue Eyes Arc Brave combination. So it's going to be. I imagine he set it up to be a lot of graveyard-based decks. I tried to blow up his monster with Kalitosa, but I didn't realize that he's unaffected or he can't be destroyed by his effect. Why he had that monster equipped. He brought out his white spirit dragon to try to banish my lost wind, but I just used that to counteract it, negate his attack, cut his attack in half. Now the reason I didn't go straight into infinity was because in case he had one of the solemn cards to keep me from summoning him, and or something else to destroy it. Because if it's destroyed by a card effect, I could special summon a light machine fusion from my extra deck. So I kept a invoked Macabre in there just in case that happens. Which there he is. I also add the invoked engine into this. He gonna blow up my blow up my card, so I couldn't go into it. So I had to stop that. I normally don't like running with 2 Macabres on the field because I'm not a big fan of just throwing. I'm not a big fan of relying too much on stopping my opponent from playing. I like to play against people, but sometimes, that's the situation I find myself in. So I didn't go offensive here just because I wanted him to attack into me rather. See, if I would have attacked into him, I would have lost that macabre last turn, which would have allowed him to special summon that and go into all of this a lot earlier. He would have attacked my second one. I wouldn't have anything to defend myself right now. Of course, he banished my lost win that I just brought back from the graveyard, but I top deck for the win. I bet you they be salty. Arc Brave, it just so happened I drew a monster, so I negate and banish him, and that's game. Alright. Uh, I hope you guys enjoyed those two replays right there. I was just going through and I was like, hey, I can kind of show with some of the cards that I really like to do and how I use them. I know, like I said before, it's very unconventional, and sometimes depending on how the deck is built, there's the possibility to brick, but I try to keep away from bricking, which is why I usually run a lot of lower level monsters that help me search and do what I need to do to get to the next step. But that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.